Hey guys, today I'll continue recapping you the story about Chainsaw Man. In the previous part, Denji was about to achieve his dream. Denji can finally achieve his goal. This was the dream he'd wanted all along. Power thanks Denji for saving her life. Power also promises to help Denji and does this job well with him. Denji had finally achieved his goal, but unfortunately a feeling was bugging him. Denji wasn't satisfied or felt anything amazing when he had already played with powers. Denji's sense of dissatisfaction made it difficult for him to sleep. When Denji enters the office, Makima asks for help stamping important company documents. At this time, Denji still thinks squeezing is not as enjoyable as he imagined. Then Makima asked Denji because he had always worked like a robot. Denji explains directly to her that he's been playing with you-know-what. But Denji was dissatisfied and Denji's spirit was very different from when he was pursuing his dream. Then Makima teaches Denji some important things. When a man wants to have relationships with a woman, Makima says that Denji should be able to understand women's feelings. But because the woman's feelings are too complicated and unpredictable, Denji must observe and try to treat the woman gently, and then approach the woman. Then Makima asks Denji for help again to kill the gun devil. This devil appeared 13 years ago. Until now, the devil hunters had never found the gun devil's true form. The devil gun is powerful and can destroy anything in just one hit. But if Denji can kill the gun devil, Makima will do whatever Denji wants. From the first, everyone has always fought for weapons to take revenge on devils worldwide. However, these actions also lead to increased crime and conflict between people in the end. One day a terrorist attack was launched on a building in America. When America's situation was in chaos at the same time, the gun devil also appeared out of nowhere. Gun devil begins to destabilize many countries, including the family of a boy who lives in a secluded house. Several countries have been attacked by the gun devil. About 1 million people including Japan died instantly in one day. From then on, this boy was determined to become stronger to take revenge on the devils, including the gun devil. That boy was Hayakawa Aki. After Hayakawa and Himeno killed the devil, they would dismember the devil's body parts in search of bullet fragments. These bullet fragments were probably the flesh of the gun devil. Himeno wonders why the gun devil is so strong. Is this bullet part of the gun devil, or maybe someone had put these bullet chips in some devils? After the incident 13 years ago, Makima said many bullet fragments were found in devils' bodies. This is the only clue for the devil hunters to find the gun devil. But sadly, the gun devil likely possessed incredible speed. Even the bullets launched were already burning due to the power of the gun devil's speed. If these bullet fragments were eaten by devils, their ability would become even stronger. These bullet pieces can also reassemble themselves and are sticky like meat. If the devil hunters collect these bullet fragments and continue to combine them, they would know where the gun devil was. The way these meat-like pieces of bullets work is to look for other sources of pieces and always react when there were other pieces around. Then Denji says that he will try hard to kill the gun devil for the promise of Makima said before. Then Makima gave the task to 6 people in the 4th division to handle a devil case in a hotel. They are Denji, Power, Aki, Himeno, Kobani and Arai. The previous devil hunters who handled this hotel case are dead. After Aki checked the situation with the gun devil's shrapnel, it reacted certainly. The devils within the hotel consumed the gun devil's bullets. Himeno says that she will give Denji a kiss gift if he succeeds in handling the devil case in this hotel. At first, Denji was very tempted by her offer. However, Denji held him back because he had promised Makima that he would kill the gun devil and wanted his first kiss only with Makima. After all, Denji didn't know Himeno enough, so Denji wasn't interested in her offer. After hearing that Himeno again offered Denji and teased him, Himeno would give Denji a delicious lip kiss, so he had to do this job well. After that, they started to explore the hotel to find the devil, while joking together. They were currently on the 8th floor. Himeno said that Arai had no abilities and only depended on motivation. While Kobani is very quiet and timid, she can fight with her super agile and fast abilities. Himeno warned Hayakawa to stay afloat and not die. The scene returns when Himeno is visiting the graves of her dead members. One of the senior devil hunters named Kishibe brought Hayakawa to meet Himeno. Kishibe had already trained Hayakawa, so Himeno hoped that Aki didn't die like the other members. Then they continued to explore the hotel, and after a long walk down the hotel hall, Himeno felt a devil aura in one of the rooms. When a devil without a body came out from there, he suddenly attacked Kobani, who had an extraordinary fear of devils. Fortunately, Himeno resisted the devil's attack with her ghost power. Himeno has the power of a ghost right hand. After making a contract with a ghost devil, in exchange the ghost devil will consume Himeno's right eye. Then Aki checked the devil's head and found no bullet fragments from the gun devil. They concluded that this hotel must have some other devils, so they continued their search for the devil inside this hotel. Power also joked about Himeno's strength. She threatened to try to kill Kobani now, but Himeno immediately blocked Power's actions with her ghostly hand. Then they continued their search for the devil again. When they went up to the 9th floor, Arai suddenly noticed something odd. He saw the blood splatter of the devil they had previously killed on the 8th floor. When Arai saw the floor marks on the hotel stairs, it turned out that they had returned to the 8th floor. They couldn't believe this situation, and when Arai tried to go down to the 7th floor, he came back to them. Hayakawa states that it must be a devil's power at work. He then uses Kobani to find out the windows in all the rooms lead to the room across the hall from it. It is clear that they are trapped on the 8th floor and the elevators won't work at all. The stairs, windows and even floor and ceiling all lead back to the 8th floor. Aki's double gun piece isn't reacting as they seem to be cut off from the rest of the world, and it becomes clear that the small devil from earlier was simply bait that they fell for. Kobani is in deep despair as she comes to the realization that they are going to starve to death and explains that she only became a devil hunter because her parents forced her. She wanted to go to college, but her parents decided that her brother was the more gifted of the two and he would be the one to go. Himeno tries to explain that her fear only empowers devils, but she can't help but be terrified. Aki then points out how the clocks haven't moved, meaning time must have stopped there and no one will know that they are in trouble. Denji believes that it means they can sleep all they want, and everyone is shocked to see that he actually falls asleep. Later he wakes to be told that they found some food and Aki has been searching for the devil non-stop. Arai locked himself in a room to have a panic attack, while Kobani was knocked out by Himeno after freaking out and trying to drink toilet bowl water. Checking on Power reveals that she has decided to win the Nobel Prize since there is nothing else to do. She plans to use the recognition to become the Prime Minister and pass 100 sales tax to ensure human suffering. Later Power is disturbed by how calm Himeno is, and she explains that it's because Aki is working so hard. The two also smoke the same cigarettes, and she explains that she taught him all he knows. A flashback appears. In their past, Hayakawa was against smoking and refused to do it. Himeno then surprises him when she correctly guesses that he wants revenge on the gun devil. She explains it's because many devil hunters want the same, and public safety is the only place allowed to hold on to the gun devil's flesh. We then watch as Himeno is slapped by the ex-girlfriend of one of her partners. She explains that friends and family are unable to do anything to the devils that killed her partners, so they take it out on her. Himeno had come to accept that it's just the way things must be, but a surprise when Aki leaves and returns to reveal that he put gum on the clothes of the girl that hit her. Himeno becomes very amused by his gesture. She would then go on to explain that devils don't fear hunters that are strong or brave. Instead, they fear those that are a bit crazy. This is why Himeno believes that he will be a good hunter and offers him a cigarette once more. After some pressure, he states that it will be his first and last cigarette. Returning to the present, we see that he barges into the room asking her if she has any cigarettes left. While he smokes, he reveals to everyone that the devil from earlier has gotten much bigger. They confronted soon after, and the devil offers them a contract. It wants them to feed it Denji, and in return it will let the rest of them go free. It demands them to do it, and we see that Kobani emerges from her room armed with a knife. She demands that Denji let it eat him, but her attack has quickly stopped. Aki's attempt at calling upon Fox Devil fails as they are cut off from the world, but Himeno's hand manages to deal significant damage. However, this only causes the devil to grow larger, and it explains that the thing they see before them isn't even its main body. They're actually inside its stomach, and it has no weaknesses. On the 8th floor, Denji assumes that the devil will simply kill them all, even after feeding him to it. But Himeno explains that whoever breaks the contract ends up dying. Arai then emerges from the room and explains that they will all starve to death, so they should just sacrifice Denji. Aki refuses to accept the contract and explains that since the devil wants to eat Denji, that must mean it would benefit the devil greatly. Power is on board with sacrificing Denji so she can get out and win the Nobel Prize. But Aki once again refuses since they only kill devils. Later, Himeno wonders if the plan is to starve to death. But Aki states that if they run out of options, then he will use the sword. Himeno immediately against his idea, stating that he shouldn't use it under any circumstance, and if things end up that bad, then Denji will just have to die. Just then Arai can be heard screaming as he discovers that all the food is gone and is clear that Power had eaten it all. She attempts to blame Denji. Scared Kobani appears to blame Power for them being trapped. Arai points out that Power only has the ability to control blood, but this just makes Kobani think he is a spy working for the devils. Her threat causes him to scream in fear, and this empowers the devil greatly. It grows rapidly and explains that it will continue to grow as they fear it more. The entire floor begins to tilt and the squad ends up at an elevator with the devil at the bottom demanding they give it Denji's heart. Kobani begged the others to just kill Denji as they are running out of time, and Aki decides that he must use the sword. Himeno stops him and explains that although this sword will definitely allow them to escape, it will also take a lot of years off of Hayakawa's life in exchange. Himeno apologizes to Denji as Kobani arrives to kill him. Aki gets in the way and is stabbed instead. Everyone is in disbelief, and Aki explains that although Denji is a piece of garbage that deserves to be stabbed, he also wants to defeat the gun devil. Aki concedes that he isn't able to kill it himself and he needs devil hunters with the guts to fight like Denji. Power only has total control of her own blood but does her best to stop Akiya bleeding. Himeno was completely beside herself not knowing what to do and Kobani blames Denji for not sacrificing himself. Denji realizes this as well and decides that it's time to let the devil feast on him, but states he refuses to go down smooth. He confirms that he will still get his kiss after defeating the devil and explains that even it will hurt real bad. He plans to get his chainsaws out. It's clear that the devil fears his chainsaw since it tried to avoid killing Denji itself, and the devil also clearly feels pain from when Himeno attacked it. He scolds Ayakawa for doing what he did as Denji doesn't want to owe anyone anymore and explains that they will be even once he gets them out. Denji pulls his cord once again and begins his descent into the mouth of the devil. But that's the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe so you won't miss new videos, and I'll see you soon.